Alright, first off, I'd like to say I'm sorry. I am a dickhead for not doing what I promised I would do. I didn't, just haven't had the time, just with work and other personal shit that you don't want to particularly care about. But I did watch Money in the Bank. I watched it the day after it was due to be on. So, balancing this one is yes, I did watch it when I said I was going to watch it. And it's just my own scumbagish fault that I didn't um, record it when I said I was going to. So apologies to myself. Apologies to people who just like watching my videos. I apologise. So what this video is going to be is kind of just general thoughts about wrestling last week. So it's a combination of Money in the Bank review stroke War of 15th of July last week. So it's kind of a thought processes to the sort of things that happen. So I'm not going to talk about things like Ryback and Jericho because I just didn't care for that much. I'm just going to talk about things that are of note. Wasn't surprised that Randy Orton won. On hindsight, it made more sense than you would have ordinarily thought. They've kind of kept Randy Orton back for a long time, and WWE, bottom line, considers Randy Orton as idiotic as he is and as many strikes as he may have against his name. They consider Randy Orton as one of their top guys. I should have known better to know that they would have put the briefcase on Daniel Bryan. If I really thought about it, I would have picked Randy Orton. Their long-term goal is to find a gap where they can flip him here. Because for years he's been saying that he wants to go heel. It's about time that he goes heel. I think they're just looking for a window of opportunity, and I found that with this Daniel Bryan and Cena storyline. I think anyone who's anyone expects Daniel Bryan to beat John Cena for the WWE title, and he fought Orton to RKO the shit out of Daniel Bryan and cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. I think most people predict that. Obviously, if you don't already know, the next night on Raw, there was a big hullabaloo about who's seen the pig. It turned out to be Bryan. I'm glad. I've made a video about this before. Daniel Bryan is, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, I don't care how much heat I get, I'm not an internet fanboy. You won't see me hark on about the likes of your Dolph Ziggler's or your CM Punks. I think those guys are alright. I'm not sucking their dicks, but I do like Daniel Bryan. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, at the moment, he is the best thing in wrestling. Inside of the ring, outside of the ring, is the best performer in wrestling. He's so over with the fans. He's so over with the fans. It was important to give him his time, to give him a shot. And I think this could be it. I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, they may be able to give him this. So I'm excited for the match. Other than Brock CM Punk, I'm kind of curious to see how this match will play out. To the point where I'm kind of tempted to order SummerSlam now. I don't know. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, it was. The more I thought, I was pissed at the time when Orton won because I hate Orton, but I kind of understand why. You know, I kind of get it. Um, so yeah, I mean, but that Money in the Bank match was good. I actually preferred the SmackDown one, as I tend to do most years. On SmackDown, they focus on younger guys. They're guys with a lot more energy about them. They give more of a damn. Um, and Sandow won that, potentially flipping Cody face, which was good, and the way they did it was good. Had no problem whatsoever with Sandow winning. Like I'm sure most of you guys do, I really like Jamie Sandow. Um, Another very good performance, very good in the mic, deserving. Don't think it's too quick. I expect him to probably hold on to it for about six or 7 months before cashing it. Um, so yeah, I expect him and Cody to have a good rivalry as well. Um, so yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that one plays out. Really enjoyed it. I thought the Money in the Bank match made Cody a star. Cody showed himself to be a star in that ring. He really did well in that match. Really did well. And if there was anyone else I wanted to win other than Sandow and Barrett, because I'm a British guy, it was Cody. I really. But man, they dropped the ball with Barrett. He barely did anything during that match. I mean, goodness gracious. Barely did anything, but yeah, I'm happy with the way that all that's playing out. The major angle, probably the other Money in the Bank match, was the way the Paul Heyman CM Punk storyline went. Played out very well. I know a lot of people had an initial concern with the way it was kind of built. I had no problem with it. Maybe I'm in the minority. I thought it was good the way that he didn't immediately kind of disassociate himself with Heyman, because that would have just seemed unnatural. He kind of, he felt like there was something wrong, but couldn't put his finger on it. Didn't lock him off completely, but just told Paul, respect what I'm saying. You're still my friend. I just want you to just give me my space. And that seemed more natural to me. And you could see the tension was building. And then throughout the match, I thought it played out really well with kind of Curtis, Axel coming out, attacking Daniel. It was weird the way he focused on Daniel Bryan. I was a bit worried, like, oh no, we're not going to see the fucking rivalry between these two over the Intercontinental Championship. Bryan is better than the Intercontinental Championship. But I mean, obviously, I learned next night on Raw that wasn't going to happen. But yeah, it was. They did it really well. And kind of like Heyman screaming at Curtis, telling him, "Why are you getting involved? Why are you getting involved?" Then trying to kind of encourage Punk to climb up the ladder, only for him to kind of bash the ladder. And, all right, I called it that Heyman would return on him. I did call it, but I thought the way they did it was really good. Obviously, he really legitimately busted open CM Punk. Um, but yeah, it played out really well. And then obviously the next night on Raw, fuck me, Brock Lesnar fucked him up. I mean, like, really fucked him up. You know, you have that UFC mentality, you don't give a fuck. So you'll come in, just throwing CM Punk around like a rag doll, all around the ring. Yeah, I mean, that was interesting. And then obviously gave him an F5 onto the table, fucked him up. But obviously, that is the marquee match. That is the match that most people, I think, will want to see. Um, Very interested to see how it plays out over the next coming weeks. So let's see. Let's see. They're building the story well. So they're building the rivalry very well. I have no complaints whatsoever. over the course of the 2 nights, I thought it was well done. Fucking Henry tapping out pissed me off. I'll tell you what, it pissed me off at the time because I just thought, okay, realistically, he could have lost that match without tapping out. However, I kind of watched an interview with Mark Henry with Mark Rosenberg. Very, 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 very good watch. I encourage any Mark Henry fan, any wrestling fan to watch that video. It's an hour, 10 minutes. It's a long watch, but it's worth the watch. Very good interview. Very good insight into Mark Henry. And he just watching him and like they asked him straight, like even the interview of Mark Rosenberg was like, wasn't really, that happy with you tapping out. And he said, you know what, I have no problem with it. And just kind of listened to him and listened to his mindset. I like Mark Henry, I've got a lot of time for Mark Henry, so listening to him speak, I was just like, okay, I see what you're saying, so. So yeah, it kind of made me feel better about that whole situation. Looks like they're flipping in face. Always nervous about a face Mark Henry. But let's see where it goes. Because Shield came out, triple power bomb, looked impressive. Center of the ring. So yeah, I mean that was good. I have no problem with that. Made Shield look good. The Wyatt family came out, beat the shit out of R-Truth. Like proper beat the shit out of them. Promos are getting good. Bray Wyatt, very impressive. I agree with what people are saying. I don't think this is like a Shield type where they're pushing all three guys. The Wyatt family is a vehicle to get Bray Wyatt over. It's not about, they're not shining in the spotlight on all three guys. If the other two get over in the meantime, great, but I don't think it's about them. I think it's solely about Bray Wyatt, and it should be. He is the star. You can see it. The way he's doing his promos, very good on the mic, very creepy, eerie, just wonderful stuff. And I call it again. I hate to be the one to keep saying this. I did say it when they attacked when they attacked Kane last week. I said that they might look to try and flip him to over to their side. And it makes sense. Kane is a good fit for that group. So yeah, expect to see that happen sooner rather than later. Gosh, I'm trying to think of other things of note. Dolph Ziggler. I called AJ turning on him. You could argue that maybe Dolph turned on her, like he broke up with her before the match, which I was just like, oh, thank God. And then he went out and had the match with Alberto Del Boring. Had the match. AJ came out just as Dolph basically hit some sort of. I think he hit like a frame master from the top rope, something spectacular. Had Alberto beat basically, and just as he was about to hit him 1, 2, 3, AJ. It was a nice little way they did it. Usually it's like pulling a ref out of the ring or something big, but like she kind of like just rang the ring bell as if to say the match is over. So it was good the way they did that bit. Was that on Raw? Or was that on Money in the Bank? That was on Raw. That was on Raw because the Money in the Bank it was like a disqualification. So on Raw it was the rematch. And anyway, so yeah, she cost him that match because then Alberto realised the match wasn't over, gave him one of those vicious kicks to the side of the head. 1, 2, 3. Alberto picked up the win, and then Big E came out, gave him a shitty little finisher. The only thing I like about Big E entrance music, quite frankly. Um, there is something potentially there though with Vicky, so let me not judge it too soon. Let me not judge it too soon. And yeah, aside from that, it was a good couple of days overall. You know, I thought Money in the Bank was good. I don't think it was great. The results more than anything pissed me off. Um, but the actual matches themselves and the quality of matches made it a good C plus show. And then Raw the next night was better. Had Brock in it, so that was always a good thing. And yeah, it was a good show. So I'm eager to see what happens on Raw tonight. We'll probably see a review for tonight's Raw tomorrow. Um, get back to my old self. I apologise again for not doing a review. I'm going to get back to my old self. I'll start hitting up reviews this week and also doing a couple of topical videos and finishing my Arsenal series. So that's all to come this week. So you'll see a lot more videos from me. Alright, take care for now. Peace.